1, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling because he's drunk and alone. 2, don't let him in. You know you'll kick him out again. 3, don't be his friend. You know you're not in the morning. 4, if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got new rules, I got them. I got new rules, I got them. Hi, everyone. Here's another amazing video from the Batusai. Philip Turner, Turner versus Driver, one of the pimpest auditors in America. Man, what's with the hiccups? I am recording, right? Yes. What happened to the video? All right. I'm going to be interrupting this. You don't want to hear me? Go to the original video. All right, here we go.
3200 block of...
Solomon Smith considered autistic according to his mother and his neighbors. There's a gentleman right here. Solomon Smith, I guess his name is. He's walking down the sidewalk, not doing anything, not committing a crime, not breaking any laws, not bothering anyone, not doing anything to anybody. You think a cop cares? No. They need to create criminals. And this is how they do it, people.
Business 98. Come here.
Come here, why? How about no thank you? Come here. I thought this was a woman the whole time. Turns out it's a man. A coward of a man. It's probably Donut's kid.
I did not.
Huh?
What I did?
I don't know. What are you doing?
What I did, I don't know. What are you doing? Wait till you hear the reasons this cop gives why he needs to have control of another human being.
I'm just walking, going home.
Where's home at?
My place is down the road. I'm not bothering nobody.
Okay. You got any ID on you?
I left my ID at home.
Okay. Well, just give me your name.
Give me your name for what? For what? Just surrender your privacy. Just surrender your Fourth Amendment. Okay, no problem. You don't have your ID. Just surrender your Fourth Amendment verbally. This says, according to the ACLU Florida, you're only expected to identify yourself to Florida law enforcement when you are stopped on suspicion of a crime or a traffic violation. And that's true. It's Florida Statute 901.151. Only if you are or about to commit a crime do you have to ID. And this dude was doing nothing.
Why y'all gotta wrestle me for?
We're not harassing nobody.
I'm just doing my job.
We're not harassing nobody. He's walking down the sidewalk, minding his own business, and then you stopped him and armed the man who's looking for stats. Yes, you are harassing him.
What's your job?
I'm walking down the road, minding my business. I ain't bothering nobody.
Okay. Well,
I'm trying to get home.
It's 12 o'clock at night.
It's 12 o'clock at night, and you know, after 12, anyone out must be a criminal.
When we see people out that we don't recognize, we get it.
That we don't recognize? Why do you need to recognize me? I don't want to know who you are. I want to be an anonymous, free American. Mind your business, you stupid pig.
Myself, I don't bother nobody.
Okay, give her your name and your date of birth.
My name is Solomon E. Smith III. I'm not finna be down with this. This is once of the devil.
I'm glad that's written there. Solomon gives his correct name. I'm glad that's written there because the first time I watch this, you'll see.
All it is. I'm not doing nothing, sir.
Okay.
I'm minding my business. I don't bother nobody. I'm quiet. I stick to myself.
Mr. Eastman, how do I spell your first name?
Solomon.
Solomon.
O-N.
I know. Okay.
For no reason. That ain't no probable cause when y'all do stuff like that. It bothers me. I can't even go nowhere.
Even he knows there's no probable cause.
Okay. Well, I don't know who you are.
There's another Blue Sovereign Waffle. I don't know who you are. Nor do you need to. Read the Fourth Amendment, you stupid pig. You swore an oath to it. You don't need to know who he is.
Okay, I don't know who you are.
I'm
And
Smith.
so it's 12 o'clock at night. You're out here walking.
I'm minding my business though.
Okay,
I ain't hurt nobody. It should not be no problem. I'm minding my business.
That's right. Mind his own business, not bothering anybody. There shouldn't be a problem. Funny how that logic seems to escape police for some reason.
Could not be doing. I'm not doing it to nobody. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't commit no crime.
I never said you did.
Then why are you stopping him? Then why are you stopping him? Why are you saying come here? Why are you telling him to surrender his Fourth Amendment right if he didn't do anything wrong? You stupid, ignorant, blue waffle sovereign pig.
Why are y'all coming at me like that?
Because
I'm not doing that.
it's 12 o'clock at night, and at 12 o'clock
That means nothing, stupid pig.
at night, most people are at home in bed.
That means nothing, stupid pig. Then why don't you go home and go to bed, pig? Aren't you most people? Why are you out? So you can harass Americans for doing nothing to no one?
Out of my business. Coming from my friend's house. That's the problem.
Okay.
That's why you can't do me
Okay.
like that.
Whether you believe this or not, okay?
I'm good.
Now the cop is mad because the guy doesn't want to be unlawfully detained, kidnapped, or violence used against him. So now the cop is mad. And he's going to use Richard Nixon's drug war, the unconstitutional drug war, as his excuse to violate people's inalienable rights.
You're in the area that's known for a lot of drug activity and prostitution, okay? All right.
Drug activity, which is unconstitutional law, and prostitution, which is unconstitutional law. So his reasoning for impeding the freedom of this man is because it's midnight, he doesn't recognize them, he doesn't know them, and two unconstitutional laws we're trying to enforce in this area. Everything you're saying is backwards to the core principles of America, you stupid pig.
So, I don't know who you are, so I'm going to get out and I'm going to identify you.
No, you're not. You don't need to know who I am, nor do I need to surrender my Fourth Amendment to you, you stupid pig. God, I get so angry with these pigs. The way they talk, it's like they're super ignorant or they're doing it on purpose. It's one or the other.
And if you're good to go, you're going to be on your way and you can go home.
He was good to go before you even stopped him.
Do whatever you want to do.
For the argue with y'all because it takes too long. I got clean work. I'm not for the argue.
Okay.
I got Jesus Christ.
Alright.
Jesus Christ will back me up.
Okay,
You know
that's
that.
fine.
Don't do that.
All right.
I don't like people all in my business.
Okay.
I don't deal with people.
Yeah, that's another thing I noticed the first time I watched this. His ringtone is, I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. Isn't that nice? What a coincidence. It's like another premonition.
No reason.
I'll call you right back. Bye.
I'll call you right back. I'm about to whoop somebody's ass.
Why y'all can't let people go? Find somebody else to listen.
Mr. Eastman, what's your social? So, Mr. Smith, why did you tell me your last name was Eastman?
Well, it ain't no crime.
What? He didn't give us the right name? What's his name?
His name is, Solomon Smith.
Okay.
My name is Solomon Smith. Yeah, but you ain't asked me all that.
Okay.
You asked me what's my name.
All right, turn around. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Turn around.
Okay, so this cop is such an intelligent person that he initiated this stop. The guy wasn't doing anything to anybody. He gave his correct name. And now this cop's got the taser out. And the guy begs and begs and begs that he won't tase him. But this cop doesn't know anything about violence, just like most cops. This is typical. This is not the exception to the rule.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Sorry.
Put your hands behind your back.
Ma'am.
Turn around.
Give me a chance. Please.
Turn around.
Please.
Turn around.
I'm trying to go home.
Turn around now.
I'm trying to go home, please.
Get on the ground.
Will you give me a chance?
No.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Man,
I will tase your ass. Turn around now.
why you doing me like that?
Turn around.
I'm not did nothing to you.
Turn around.
Why you doing this to me?
Turn around now.
Why are you doing this to me?
Turn around.
I'm gonna call those people on you.
You call whoever you want. Turn around.
I got people that would do something to you.
Okay, that's
Don't
fine.
hit me.
Turn around.
Don't bother me.
Turn around.
If you work with me, I will tell you the truth.
I'm tired of
Listen.
talking to you.
Listen, please, please give me a chance.
Turn around.
Please give me a chance.
Turn around.
I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to go home, please.
No, you can't just walk home in America like a free man. You have to be electrocuted by pigs.
Please.
Turn around.
Please.
Turn around. Turn around now.
Baby, will you just give me a chance to talk to you?
Put your hands behind your back.
I ain't saying nothing though. Don't
Turn around.
I'm on the rest.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yes, I'm on the rest though. I'll just ask you a question. Yes, I'm on the rest. Please.
You're going to be. Turn around. Turn around.
Man.
Don't you.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm gonna call my mama.
Get your hands out of your pocket.
Call my mama.
Back
Keep
up.
your hands.
I'm calling
Back up.
my mama. Will you please let me call my mama and
No.
identify me?
I will take care of that in a minute.
Please.
Turn around. This is your last chance. Turn around.
I'm trying to do what's right.
Turn around, I said.
I'm trying to do what's right. You can't do me like this.
Turn around.
The victim is a victim.
Dude, this cop is a domestic terrorist. He created this whole thing. How is this not a domestic terrorist? Look up the word terrorist. Using intimidation or violence for political reasons.
You cannot do me like
Turn
that.
around.
Don't put your hands on me. You cannot do me like this. I'm trying to get home.
I said turn around now. You need to stay out of this.
Look.
You need to stay out of this.
No, come here.
Come here. Turn around.
Jody.
Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands behind.
He gonna talk to you.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, he is.
Put your hand.
You ain't gonna bring no reasonable person over here.
He's my good.
Turn around.
I'm a good people.
Turn around.
He is my good people. Jody, come here.
No. Turn around. No.
He gonna take me home, please.
No.
Please. You got to work with me.
No, I ain't got to work with you.
Listen.
No, I don't. Don't you see my costume?
I said turn.
With you.
I said turn around.
Man, y'all don't mess with me.
Hey, don't move. Now stop now.
Man.
There's your gay ass tattoos, your insecurity tattoos.
What's up? What's up, man? Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. Why? Because you stopped him from peacefully traveling to his home? Hey, donut operator, these are your people, bro. What's your excuse for this one? The guy was walking funny?
You heard my back.
Get on the ground, bro.
Man,
me.
man, God.
He's on the ground, stupid.
God, please.
Now he's pressing the taser on his back.
There you go.
Jolie, come get me. It hurt, man. It hurt my wrist.
Give me your other hand.
It hurt my wrist.
Give me your other hand.
Please, it hurt my wrist. All right.
Your other arm. Your other arm. Now.
I did.
Now.
Your other arm. Come on.
All right.
Come on, man. We're too stupid to realize you gave us the right name. Now we have to kidnap you and electrocute you for trying to walk home. Duh. Don't you watch Donut Operator? This is all justified.
It hurt my feet, man.
Well, you wouldn't be hurting if you stopped resisting.
I'm sorry.
It's lawful to resist an unlawful arrest. The guy wasn't doing anything to anybody, you stupid pigs. What did you see him do to anybody that you needed to stop him? Why did you need to impede his freedom? Because he didn't know he could have kept walking? Because he doesn't know he doesn't have to answer your questions? Education is the problem, people. If you knew what police were allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do, they wouldn't be able to do it unless you let them. That's the whole problem. We let them do this to us. You want to protest? Surround the police stations. Surround the police unions, wherever they're located. Surround internal affairs. Record. Publish their names. Who they are.
Relax. Just relax.
I'm trying to
Relax while we kidnap you.
get home, please. I'm trying to get home. Please. Could I talk to y'all then?
Nope, not no more. Time for talking's over with.
Man, please.
Time for talking's over with. You should have. Wait a second. You didn't do anything, but you should have done it anyway.
Let me talk to you, sir. Can I talk to you, sir? Can I talk to you, sir? Please.
Set
Brother,
it,
you
Frank.
had your chance to talk.
I'm trying to tell y'all the truth, though.
Taser deployed.
I'm trying to tell you the truth, though.
10-15, blackmail.
Let me get up, then. You hurt my feet. You hurt my feet. Let me pull my pants off.
We're going to pull them up for you.
I'm sorry. Listen, will you please talk to me? Will you please listen, can I talk to you?
Hold still.
Brother, you had the chance to talk.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm sorry, sir.
Why'd you have to go this route?
I'm sorry.
Why'd you have to go what route? He was trying to walk home, you stupid pig. Why'd you have to stop him? He wasn't bothering anybody. You're the problem. You're the initiator of the violence. You're the initiators of the terrorism. This is why there's riots in the street. This is why there's protests. Because of you. You're the problem. Holy crap. Holy crap, how stupid and upside down these people are.
Please. Officer, you gotta believe me, I'm sorry.
I believe that you're sorry, Bubba. But then you didn't have to go this route.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? And what route? You didn't have to go this route? Yeah. What do you want him to do? Fly home? That's the route to his home. I know what you mean by that route, but he didn't do anything unlawful. You guys are committing the crimes.
If they would have, I would have told them the truth. If they would have let me tell them, please.
Is that hurting?
Yeah.
Alright, hold still.
Oh, gotcha.
It's right here in the front. It's stuck in his shirt.
I'm sorry.
Set it, Frank.
I'm sorry. Please.
Can I have EMS this location and check him out, please?
I'm sorry.
pliers.
Routine.
Sorry.
Get his phone.
Sorry.
This guy probably feels totally confident that he did the right thing.
You can, whenever we get done, you can put it in the back of our car.
Yes.
Sounds good. I think you have arrived at your final destination. I think so.
You ready? All right. First, I'd like to thank you all for being here. Time is a valuable gift often taken advantage of. I want to tell you something about accountability. It's hard. It hurts. If you're going to do the right thing, it's not always going to be the popular thing. Just a week ago, I stood with Sheriff Ford and my fellow police chiefs. We vowed to our community that any form of excessive use of force nor any form of brutality would not be accepted, tolerated, or approved of in any of our departments. As Mr. Tony Bostic said, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Today I stand before you to say I meant what we said as your law enforcement leaders. As we told you last week, we conduct reviews of all use of force cases. On the afternoon of Monday, June 1st, a use of force review was turned over to me. The words used were, "Chief, you need to watch this." During the review, it was my opinion that one of my employees appeared to have gone too far and acted inappropriately. That conclusion led to contacting a senior state attorney from our state attorney's office. The next morning, I sat with the assistant state attorney while he reviewed the video. As we spoke, we both agreed there was only one thing to do. The officer was immediately placed on administrative leave. I then contacted Sheriff Ford, knowing that I was already going to be at the sheriff's office later on that day. I requested a meeting with Sheriff Ford after the press conference last week. We met in his office where I turned the video over to the sheriff. I asked Sheriff Ford to be the lead agency in conducting a criminal investigation in regards to my employees' actions. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a request no police chief ever wants to make, but this was a request that had to be made. What happened on that day was unacceptable by my terms, and how a citizen was treated was inappropriate. This morning I met with the mother. The mother...
That's pretty much typical police behavior. What are you talking about? Have you been on YouTube lately, Chief?
The gentleman in this case, he had left the house just prior to my arrival there. I hand-delivered them some documentation where all criminal charges against this gentleman were dismissed. I further pledged to his mother that I would lead her in helping get these charges expunged from his criminal record because they do not...
Wow, that's a nice gesture, Chief. Appreciate that.
...long to be there. Folks, I cannot turn back time. I cannot change what happened. All I can do is move forward from here and ensure that we don't make this mistake again. It's a very unfortunate situation that everybody in law enforcement is going to have to deal with now. I can tell you at this point, we're already in the works of scheduling training with the state attorney's office. Our use of force policy is under review. Based on us turning the investigation over to Sheriff Ford, at this time I would like to welcome Sheriff Ford to explain their portion of the investigation.
I guess that wasn't the chief.
As a law enforcement officer, this situation embarrasses me and it upsets me, and every officer and deputy that has reviewed this situation feels the same way. It does not represent who we are. I would like...
yeah, it does. Whether you like it or not, that's how cops act. That's the police attitude. Video after video after video after video. So stop with the BS.
Commend Chief Roberts and his assistant chief. I mean, these are very difficult times right now.
I guess everyone's a chief.
These situations are very sensitive. But this shows that our accountability measures work in that when an officer uses force, they complete a use of force report, and that goes up the chain of command, is reviewed by supervision along with any accompanying evidence and videos. And when they saw that, they saw a problem. But the bottom line here is that we've got a bad stop, an unwarranted stop of an individual walking down the sidewalk.
That happens all the time. They do that all the time. Are you kidding me? Get out of your office every now and then. Or if you're in your office, type in police brutality into YouTube. Or police anything into YouTube. And it always is something like they stop people for not committing crimes and they escalate. You guys escalate, not us.
After midnight on the 29th, we've got a bad arrest based on the circumstances that you'll come to learn, as well as a bad use of force. I will say that thankfully the victim in this case is not seriously injured. He had some abrasions, was complaining of some injuries on his back. The officer did deploy a taser. In this case, we don't think that it made full contact. It got stuck in his shirt. We can tell that by the one, he did not go down to the ground after the taser was deployed, and as well as when we hear the taser with a loud clicking sound, that means that it has not made full contact. But again, the actions that were taken were completely inappropriate, and announce today that we've taken former officer Ronnie Nelson with the Springfield Police Department into custody. He's been booked into the Bay County Jail on a felony charge of official misconduct, as well as a misdemeanor charge of battery due to this incident. The basic facts of this case is that Officer Nelson and a recruit officer were patrolling in the area of Highway 98, actually just behind.
Oh, he was training that woman on how to be a piece of scum.
Here on May the 29th, just after midnight, and encountered Solomon Smith walking along the sidewalk. They got out of their patrol vehicle and made contact with him. Mr. Smith recognized that he had done nothing
for no reason
wrong, and immediately began questioning why he was stopped. He provided his correct name and date of birth and social security number. The recruit officer took that information to go back to the car while Officer Nelson was conversing with the individual. The recruit officer apparently misheard Mr. Smith's name and came back and asked him why he had given a false name. Mr. Smith then said something to the effect of that's not illegal. That caused Officer Nelson to ask if he had given a false name, to which the recruit mistakenly replied that he had. Officer Nelson immediately pulled out his taser and advised Mr. Smith to turn
after getting a phone call with the ringtone, I'm about to whoop somebody's ass.
And put his hands behind his back. There became a conversation, an argument.
Okay, we saw what happened to the guy. Well, you get it. There you go. At least they booked that guy, man. And if we can get them to do that to every cop that does this, cops will stop doing this. If you actually did enforce laws on your own cops, it would stop. But you haven't for decades and decades and decades. Now everybody has a camera in their pocket. Now the jig is up. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, please check out my Etsy store and my podcast, anchor.fm/John Felix or Filax if you're hooked on phonics. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace and tranquility. Appreciate it.